Hello everybody, I am Diego Nuñez Paez and this is my application video for CBSoft 2022. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to understand of this work is what is the word of mouth or WOM marketing. WOM marketing is a way to share information and opinions of products among conversation of people. We can find an electronic version of this called WOM in the sites of social networks like Facebook or Twitter, where people share his opinions and make reviews of different products. Therefore, EWOM is important for researchers since it could increase or decrease the purchase intention of new consumers by influencing their opinions about the products. On the other hand, we need to understand what is agent-based model or ABM. ABM is a technique for modeling a real-world situation, allowing to obtain a representation of a particular phenomenon of this world. This model can be implemented by a program for create a computational simulation of the model. In this way, it is possible to build a model can represent a social network sites and E1 marketing campaigns, allowing to marketing research to study these campaigns in depth. Normally, there are two ways to implement one campaigns model, each with its own set of problems. The first is build a program from scratch but incurring having to implement a lot of modules and tests for verifying that the implementation corresponds to the model. So, highly trained professional in the line of software development is needed. Or using a framework that reduces the number of modules to implement, adhering a logical support for the implementation of the models of E1. The downside of this is having to invest time to learning how to use it. In this thesis, we aim to achieve an architecture for ABM that is flexible and follows open implementation. For this, we will use a reflection tower that are present in programming language for facilitates its modularity and understanding. The reflection towers allow segmenting an architecture into n levels, where each level has its own degree of introspection. In the tower, the reflection concept is separated in two processes: verification, which is the process of moving up in the tower and packing the actual level of work so that it be handled by a higher level, and reflection, which is the reverse process. To develop open implementation using the reflection tower will be necessary to build two interfaces, a base level interface to the functionality of the system and a meta level interface, which will reveal the implementation of certain parts of the system. Thanks to this and the possibility of segmenting the architecture into levels, it's possible to build a framework for ABM for WOM marketing campaigns. When developers want to implement a new feature that escapes the functionality provided by the base interface, he will have to go through the tower until he finds a level that fulfills that function. Therefore, one marketing researchers can implement ABM models and implement advanced scenarios using incremental knowledge of agent-based model. Finally, to test the capability of the architecture, two ABM models of WOM marketing campaigns on Twitter, which have been previously tested without the use of the architecture, will be implemented.